Chelsea has made headlines for its extraordinary spending in the transfer market, totaling over £1 billion since Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital took ownership in May 2022. With the recent permanent signing of Joao Felix and a squad of over 40 players, Chelsea prepared to compete in this season's Premier League with the biggest squad in the history of the competition. But with such strict rules about overspending, both from UEFA and the FA, how has Chelsea managed to build one of the biggest and most expensive squads in football history? In this video, we will explore how Chelsea has managed to sign numerous players and spend significant sums despite stringent financial regulations in both the European and English football landscapes. Chelsea's spending spree includes several record-breaking transfers. Enzo Fernandez signed for £106 million from Benfica in January 2023. A deal that set the British transfer record at the time after Chelsea was seemingly desperate to spend whatever it took to get the most promising midfielder at the time. And Moises Caicedo, who came from Brighton for £115 million, not only breaking the record again, but also highlighting Chelsea's willingness to invest heavily in the young midfield talent to kickstart their new era. In total, Chelsea's spending has reached approximately £900 million in just 3 transfer windows, with a significant portion allocated to central midfielders. The club's strategy has been to invest heavily in young talent, aiming for long-term success while managing immediate financial implications. These acquisitions demonstrate Chelsea's commitment to not just spending, but also strategically enhancing their squad depth and quality. Chelsea's approach to transfers is particularly noteworthy in light of financial fair play (FFP) regulations and the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules (PSR), which aim to prevent clubs from overspending relative to their income. Here's how Chelsea has managed to operate within these rules. Chelsea has been signing players to long-term contracts, often extending to 7 or 8 years. This allows them to spread the cost of player transfers over the length of the contract. For instance, Mykhailo Mudryk was signed on an 8.5-year contract, allowing Chelsea to amortize his £88.5 million fee over that period. This means that, for accounting purposes, the club only recognizes a fraction of the total cost each year, significantly easing the impact on their annual financial statements. Same thing with the likes of Christopher Nkunku, who was signed from RB Leipzig for £52 million on a 7-year deal, meaning only £8.67 million counts against their annual budget. Axel Disasi joined from Monaco on a 6-year contract for £38.6 million, amortizing to £6.43 million per year. And Cole Palmer, who signed a 7-year deal with Chelsea equating to £6.57 million annually, just to name a few. This strategic approach significantly reduces the immediate financial impact on the club's accounts. Chelsea has also generated substantial income from player sales, totaling around £203 million over the past few transfer windows. Notable departures include Timo Werner to RB Leipzig for £25.3 million, Kai Havertz to Arsenal for £65 million, and Mason Mount to Man United for £55 million. These sales have helped balance their books and mitigate the impact of their spending. This way, the club allocates transfer expenditure and transfer revenue in a convenient way that allows them to be 100% compliant with any and all regulations. Chelsea FC has implemented a rigorous wage management strategy to control its salary expenditures, which has risen to approximately £404 million, the second highest in the Premier League. The club is focusing on signing younger players with a lower wage demands, such as Cole Palmer, who is expected to receive incremental wage increases based on performance, rather than immediate contract extensions. Additionally, the club has opted against pursuing high-wage signings like that of Mikael Olise for the very same reasons, prioritizing financial prudence over extravagant spending. By restructuring existing contracts to follow similar structures and avoid long-term commitments to high salaries, Chelsea aims to balance its wage bill effectively while nurturing emerging talent. The Premier League's profit and sustainability rules allows clubs to lose a maximum of £105 million across a 3-year assessment period, while The UEFA's financial fair play regulations allows clubs to lose a maximum of 30 million euros over a 3-year period. These rules encompass various financial aspects, including transfer fees, player wages, and other operational costs, while excluding revenues from ticket sales, TV rights, and sponsorships. Chelsea's spending has raised questions about their compliance with these rules, but their strategic approach to amortization, player sales, and wage management suggests they are actively working to stay within the limits set by the regulations. Since Barley's takeover, Chelsea has signed over 40 players, averaging a transfer fee of approximately 33 million euro per player. Their total spending has reached around 1.32 billion euro, significantly higher than any other club during this period. To put this in perspective, Chelsea's net spend under Bowley is approximately 870 million euro, which is nearly equal to the total net spend during Roman Abramovich's 19-year ownership. Chelsea's transfer spending dwarfs that of other clubs. For instance, Paris Saint-Germain, the second highest spender, has invested around 721 million euro, while Tottenham's spending is less than half of Chelsea's. This stark contrast highlights Chelsea's aggressive strategy in the transfer market. Chelsea FC's ability to sign numerous players and spend vast amounts of money in a heavily regulated market stems from a combination of strategic long-term contracts, substantial earnings from player sales, and meticulous financial planning. With a squad size of 44 players and counting, Chelsea is not only investing heavily in talent, but also navigating the complexities of financial regulations in a way that keeps them competitive and compliant. As the football community watches closely, Chelsea's ambitious strategy will be tested in the coming seasons. Will their approach lead to on-field success, or will the financial implications catch up with them? Only time will tell. If you liked the content, give us a like and comment what other football curiosities you would like us to explore. Thanks for watching. Until next time.